Alright, check this out. You guys are back on the Hater World, and I'm Blue Devil. What we have going on today is a video of Swifty Blue saying that Adam22 would be a Southsider if he ever got locked up. But check this out. Before we get to that video, if you guys are new to the Hater World, make sure you go over, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, like the video, and most importantly, leave me a comment down below and let me know if you like what I'm doing or whether you don't. And it's about that time that we salute everybody, so I salute. You guys already know nothing but love. But check this out. I don't want to keep going in on Swifty. I don't want to look like a bully. I don't want to look like I'm just trying to give him a hard time. But keep in mind, everybody's sending me these videos. They're breaking them down in pieces and asking me to react to them. But I think I want to give him some time to breathe. Let him do his own thing. Let him get to the bag, to the music. So let's make this the very last video. Now, if something does happen in the future where we got to react to a recent video, then we'll do it. But let's give this man his space. Let him do what he's doing. At the end of the day, he's a grown man and he knows right from wrong. It's just that everybody's getting on him, and I don't want to just be part of that circle, even though I'm just reacting to the video that's being sent to me. But check this out. I got another announcement. I'm getting a gang of emails and DMs asking me to react to music and music videos, but I can't though, and I don't want to disrespect nobody or anybody to feel any type of way, because if I upload music, YouTube will flag it, demonetize it, and give me a strike. But what we can do is play the music on the live. We could probably have like 5 to 10 songs from different artists. We can be on live and we can listen to the music and just vibe out. Everybody in the live will listen to it. They will comment down below. It'll just give you a bigger audience, right? Interaction with people that are down below. But I will charge you a small fee. It's just to cover what the video would have paid me if it was monetized. You got to pay to play at the end of the day, so it shouldn't be a big deal. So to those that are interested, send me a DM or an email, and we'll get to it. We'll set it up. We'll probably do lives every Sunday or Saturday, and then we'll do them for a few hours, and then we'll all vibe out, listen to music, and get it cracking. Alright, so with no further ado, let's watch Swifty Blue saying that Adam22 would be a Southsider if he ever got busted. Alright, so with no further ado, let's give you guys a Southsider reaction. Let's go.
What? No, you said Cholo.
Right. How you feel about that?
Well, I did an interview with him. We talked. You know what I'm saying? Look, he's homie to us, so I gotta support him. I gotta back him up. But like, I don't know what the whole thing was. I don't know how he slipped up or what. I don't know what that was. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you gotta be careful what you do.
Right.
You gotta be careful what you do. You know what I'm saying? And how you call people out and what you do. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't go pointing fingers, because then motherfuckers gonna point it right back at you.
Right.
Yeah. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
My thing about the whole situation.
I had your back in the whole month. I got your back. You know what's up.
And I appreciate that. And I got.
Check this out. He's talking about American Cholo. If everybody knows what happened already, I don't gotta explain it. With the whole Tiger situation, NoJumper and American Cholo, right? But Swifty Blue did go up to the American Cholo podcast. Gil had him up there after the whole racist remarks by Swifty that he didn't want to sign to a black label. Gil had him up there so he can explain his side of the drama, right? But here we have Swifty Blue saying that he had Adam22's back in their beef. Few seconds ago, he said that he did not know what Gil did or said. If that is so, how do you have Adam's back if you don't know the story? That to me sounds like he's just kissing Adam's nuts or his ass for the fact that he has a bigger platform. Okay? He also said that he has to back up American Cholo because he's raza. In true reality, you don't. Every man, like I've said before, has a pair of nuts and can do whatever the fuck he wants. You don't have to back somebody up because of your skin color or they're your race or whatever. What is right, and what is wrong is wrong. So you don't have to do that. But if you were to ask me, I will see this as a two-face, because you were up at the American Cholo podcast talking to Gil. He gave you an opportunity to speak your piece about your whole drama, and here you are telling Adam22 that you were bowed down to him because he has a bigger platform. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and I know I'm gonna have a lot of Swifty Blue nut huggers down below, but it's all good. Correct me if I'm wrong, but how can you say that you don't know what's going on, but you pick Adam's side, or you take Adam's side? How does that make any fucking sense? But let's go.
against him. It's not like something where I have a fucking grudge against him or whatever. But just look at how this played out. Two different scenarios. Tiger did something that was considered offensive.
And them guys don't speak for the whole card.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Well, neither do you, Swifty Blue. You don't speak for nobody but yourself, and so do I. I don't speak for nobody but myself. Now, I know there's times where I say the word we, it slips out. Not only that it slips out, but I speak for me and my close circle and the fact that they ride with me regardless. Okay, so everybody needs to stop taking that shit to heart and getting pissed off over it. But let's go.
Tiger did something that was considered offensive to Mexican people. He ends up deleting it. He ends up apologizing, whatever. He handled that in the right way, I think. When the Cholo thing happened, he had said some shit that was considered offensive about Tariq Nasheed and, whatever. His reaction was like not to apologize. His reaction was to say that it was taken out of context, which I could see how in some way it was taken out of context, but at the same time, I mean, you have a YouTube video that's like calling him a ghetto coon. It's not that out of context. And it was just like, it felt like his reaction was, instead of just engaging in a dialogue about it, which was what we were trying to do and what Tyga did, instead he like showed up here with 40 fucking dudes and like just reacted in a very different way, which I guess I respect that, but it also made me feel like, okay, I guess I'm just not even going to try to talk to you because I thought you were down for the conversation, You don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, you don't.
If they're going to do all that, that's, you know what I'm saying? And that's coming from somebody that's on the card, on the Southside card, too. Like, now, if we had to talk, man, I'd come at you by myself.
Hold on. What the fuck Swifty Blue is talking about? I don't think American Cholo apologized right away because I feel that he didn't want to cop out, right? These are just my thoughts. Am I right or wrong? I don't know. But it's like when you go to court, they tell you to fucking cop out to a lesser charge and you'll go home. So I don't feel that he wanted to cop out because he's not racist. He don't feel that he's racist. So it was like, why am I going to apologize if I didn't fucking say nothing in a manner where I actually feel like I'm racist? Yeah, they took something out of context, and I want people to understand that that's exactly what they did. If I apologize, it makes it seem like I'm guilty of something that I did not do. And the whole going up to America, going up to NoJumper with 40 goons, I think that was more a move of trying to show Adam and NoJumper that people fuck with Gil. People fuck with him, and he could make a phone call and have 100 goons up there. And I think that was more of a power move, more than an intimidation move. So that way people could see that he's not riding solo. And believe me, if American Cholo wanted to do something, it would have been done right there and then. The homies, those homies right there would jump with the snap of a finger. So don't get that shit twisted. What I would have done that, I don't know. I'm not in that situation. I don't want to be put in that situation, and I hope I'm never in that situation. But I don't think American Cholo wanted to cop out to it for the fact that he's not a racist. He was actually defending black people. But I don't want to get into that because that is a touchy subject, and there's a lot of people out there that do not know how to think for themselves. So I don't want to go there. But let's see what the fuck Swifty Blue keeps talking about.
Look, if I had to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got to do all that extra stuff, you know what I'm saying?
But the thing is that it's like, I was down to just be having the conversation, but it's like, if your attitude is that you're going to get kind of like threatening and intimidating in response to the conversation, but to me that's like, okay, I guess we're just not even going to talk about you, whatever. It's like, I'm done with it.
Check it out. I fuck with Adam the long way, right? Why? Because I feel that he puts people on, brothers, Hispanics. He's there to help out people, right? So I salute that because everybody that's there has their own platform, making their own money, and they're putting on more and more people, right? But what he just said right now to me is a bitch-ass fucking move. He said, I didn't even want to talk to you after that because if you're trying to intimidate me, I don't even want to have the conversation. Motherfucker, you can't have it both ways. You can't start the fucking beef and then run from the beef when they bring it to your doorstep. What kind of bitch-ass shit is that? That reminds me of the other guy, CW, always poking at people, and then when a motherfucker turns around and slaps you in the face, all of a sudden you want to cry wolf and call the cops. You can't do that. Either you're going to be tough when you talk this shit and when they bring it to your doorstep, or just shut the fuck up from the beginning. But here you are posting some shit on the internet that somebody's racist, having all these problems go to that man's family, and then when they bring it to your doorstep, all of a sudden it's intimidating. Come on, Adam, you can do better, my G. But let's go.
No, you Adam, you a motherfucker.
But if you want to be a media personality,
if
you want to be a media personality, you got to be down for the conversation, right? You got to be down to explain yourself with words.
Hey, I respect you, Adam. You handle that shit right.
Appreciate that.
But you're not even being all deep from the streets. You handle like a G, though. You know what I'm saying?
But
Hold on. He said he respects Adam because he handled it like a G. That's that dude Doughboy, right? What the fuck did Adam handle? Adam wasn't even there. He was at a poker tournament. So what the fuck did he handle like a G? Running away and hiding in the mouse hole? Tucking his tail and going to the back? What the fuck is that dude Doughboy talking about? It really made no sense. Let's go.
my thing about it is that I was stuck in this fucking poker tournament. Otherwise, I would have been there that day, and I could have really had the argument on camera, and it would have been fucking great.
Did you win anything, though?
I won like 13 grand, so it was worth sticking around. But at the same time, I mean...
Bro, 13,000 isn't worth sticking around. That video of the confrontation with American Cholo and NoJumper probably would have made him close to $20,000 with YouTube revenue money. Real talk. Maybe it's worth it for Doughboy, but it ain't worth it for NoJumper Adam. That's real spill. So don't let that shit fool you. Let's go.
I wish I had been there so we could argued about it.
No, yeah, and Adam's a Southsider too.
I am not gang affiliated.
No, but,
I'm not even Hispanic.
Look, if you go to jail, you running with the South Side because you go around with the, you know what I'm saying? With your,
but okay, I was talking to fucking White John the other day, and he told me he's the rare white guy who associates with the blacks in there. He told me that most of the white guys in jail are meth heads, and that the Hispanics will be like, I mean, I don't know, doing something with them, making money with them, whatever. I don't know.
Look,
check it out. The white boys are gonna take this shit in disrespect because he said that most white boys are meth heads in jail. That's not true. That is not true. So you know that all my white homies out there are gonna get pissed off, cause that's making them look bad. That's making them look like fucking crackheads. Let me tell you something real quick, and this is common knowledge. Most of you guys should know, and those that don't know are gonna learn something today. Okay. When you're from a gang out in the streets, you belong to that gang in jail. So if you're from a black gang out here, when you go to jail, you'll belong to the black crowd. If you're from a Mexican gang out here, when you go to jail, you'll belong to that Mexican crowd. Okay? Now, if you're a regular, what do they say, regular smuggler? If you're one of those regular people that does not gangbang and is just out here doing your thing, then when you go to jail, you can sort of pick who you want to be with. Okay? But that's only if they embrace you. So Adam, being a white man, can go to jail and say, I don't gangbang, right? I don't gangbang. I'm not from a white gang. I'm not from a Mexican gang. I'm not from a black gang. But I want to run with the black people. Okay? Now, the black people have to embrace you and say, all right, you know what? Bring it on down. We'll fuck with you. Now, the white guys might feel offended and might start some drama over it. It all really depends, okay? But you really have to be embraced by the people you want to run with. Now, if you want to run with the Southsiders, now they got to say, you know what? Yeah, I got you. Come over here. Or they can even say, no, stay over there. We don't want you. You know, that's how it is. It ain't where you just go to jail. You're white, so you're a Southsider. No, it doesn't work that way. You know, automatically, if Adam were to walk into a county jail, they would segregate him with the woods, with all the white people. Now, if he didn't want to be with the white people, then he'd go over to the blacks and say, you know what? I want to be over here. I don't want to be over there. I got a hip-hop podcast, and I can relate more to the brothers. Can I be over here? And once he goes over to the black side, the white people will disown him. They will disown his ass. He no longer can even look over there. They might even fuck him up, start a small little riot in there just for what he did, you know. But you have to be embraced by the people you want to be with. Okay, so Swifty Blue needs to shut the fuck up because he really don't know what the fuck he's talking about. 2 days in county jail, he don't know nothing. Okay, let's keep going because it gets better.
I'm gonna tell you like this. No, I'm gonna tell you like this. When I was, and I shouldn't even say too much, but when I was in the county right here, and I had my little, when I was down. The white dudes in there, they was making shit shake.
Oh,
They
yeah?
making shit shake. They the ones. I'm in there like, hey, what you got for me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? No, and I'm shopping. I'm spending money. You know,
Really?
They making
Comrades.
shit shake. They the ones. They got. If anything, shit, I got in trouble. Fuck around. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll pay my debt with the white folks. Like
That fool had to give up his lunch money. He had to give up his lunch tray, his pork chop. You just heard what he said. He got in trouble. He paid his debt. That means he owed the white people money. How the fuck does that happen being Swifty Blue? This guy talks too much. Listen, I don't care what he does. I'm not trying to school him. I'm not trying to help him. I'm not trying to do shit. I'm just reacting to this video. And if he wants to take anything that I say into consideration, then go for it. If you don't, I don't give a fuck. But I think that he talks a little too much when it comes to personal experiences. And it sort of makes him look bad when he's trying to make it look good. But let's go.
this is gonna get on me because this business has been in.
So the Mexicans got to deal with you if you are fucking up with other races?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's it's respect. It's mutual respect and shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, the white folks, they put their Mac down. They got
but they're not like Nazi white boys. They're just regular white boys.
They got their super high power, and they got the ones that just like more mellow, kick back, like you know what I'm saying. But
they all hang together.
Woods in the Conrads. Woods in Conrads.
I fuck with, man. Come on, man.
I think I'm a white John style white guy though.
You're just a regular with the blacks. You can't. You could. Man, Adam.
He said he can't run with the blacks. Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can. But he has to do it from the minute that he walks into the county jail. He can't run with the whites and then have a change of heart and then go and try to run with the blacks. That will cause some problems. From the minute he walks in and they're yelling fish at the door, that's when he has to right there and then and say, I want to run with the blacks, okay? That's when he has to do it. Let's go.
He's trying to convince me I'm not black.
Because Adam, let's say we go right now, we go have some drinks somewhere and then we get busted because we get guns in the car. Look, me and you, we both running.
So if we get arrested together, maybe I'll hang with you.
You're going to have to, man. Come on, man.
He said, if me and you go and get some drinks right now and we get busted for straps, we both go to jail, we run Southside. What the fuck is this fool talking about? Bro, when you go to jail, I can get busted with a black guy. Does that mean that he's going to be a Southsider? Does that mean that I'm going to be a black? What the fuck is he talking about? When you get busted, you go through a bunch of little steps so they can house you correctly, okay? And they ask you if you belong to gangs or whether they look at your tattoos and your gang file and whoop-de-woo. And then once you go into the pods or whatever the fuck, that's where the homies walk up to you, or the Woods or the blacks, and they ask you who you are, where you're from, and who you run with, okay? You don't just automatically say, oh, I was busted with Swifty Blue, so I'm a Southsider. No, it doesn't work that way, bro. Like, what the fuck kind of stupid knowledge is that? So like I said, if I get busted with a black guy, does that automatically turn him into a Southsider? Swifty Blue, shut the fuck up. Let's go.
Hey, you gonna go over there? I can't back you up. You know, with me, trust me, they gonna listen to me.
Real talk though, I think I'm walking in the county fucking with everybody. Hey, everybody got an interview. How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Hell no. We charging in there. We charging.
I'm not like Swifty Blue my negotiation. You're not manager now?
No.
I'm the manager.
Trust me. What? All that. They breaking thirds, all that. Well, come on. We winning. We gonna win.
I got a manager now.
We got a business partner.
Oh yeah, business partner. All right, that's what we'll call it.
Yeah, I don't like to have control over people.
You could be my whack 100.
Check it out. I'm a killer right there. I think Swifty Blue is trolling. If he is, he got all of us. Adam22 is clowning him throughout the entire interview, and Swifty is too dumb to notice. And I don't want to keep going in on Swifty. I don't. But check this out. I did want to touch up on something on the last video that I did. People were mad when I was talking about West Coast motherfuckers can't dress. Okay, listen. That includes me, because a lot of people were talking shit about me, saying that I think I'm better than them, or I'm not from Cali, or whatever the fuck. Born and raised in California, my G. And that also includes me. Okay, I also can't dress. And when I mean that, I was sort of only thinking of LA. But hey, fuck it. It is what it is. I stand on it. I don't take it back. But a lot of you motherfuckers need to get out of your feelings and really just either take it as it is or fucking show me something. because everybody that I've seen, yeah, we got culture, we got the gang culture, we got the cholo look, the gangster look, the low riders, the palm trees, but that's all we got, and that's just repetitive. If we try to dress anything outside of that, that's when we start looking funny. Okay, when we dress like our culture, yeah, we got that style on lock, right? But trying to dress nice, that's where the problem comes in. But again, those are my 2 cents, bro. You don't gotta agree with my shit, and you don't gotta cry in the comments either. But if you want to, go ahead. It's an open forum. Do what the fuck you want. Alright, but we're gonna end this video right here. Let Swifty breathe. Let him do what he do. He's a grown-ass man. I hope he's trolling. I hope he's not serious. And it is what it is. Salute to that man and let him do what he do. But check this out. Remember, we got those. We're gonna do those lives with the music. So send me a DM if you're interested, and we'll get it going. And other than that, I'm Blue Devil. This has been the Hater World production, and we out.